Hi, welcome to this edition of OCTV. My name is Tom Geiler. I'm the Director of Museum Affairs here at the Mansion House. Today we're actually in the basement of the Mansion House to talk about a special room called the Chain Room. But today everyone thinks, maybe the basement is sort of a dark and maybe creepy place. But really, in the 19th century, the perfectionists used this as a means of getting anywhere in the Mansion House. It was a thoroughfare. It was a place for work, it was a place for storage, and it was a place for transportation. It would have been used daily. Indeed, you can get anywhere in the Mansion House through the basement. Now, why don't we go and check out the Chain Room? Children in the Oneida community were taught the importance of work from a very early age. Indeed, it was part of their training and education to learn to work together and contribute to the community. One of the spaces that they learned this was right here in the Chain Room. Children would come down here for about an hour a day and complete a stint or a stent, which was really an hour of work where they would untangle chains that came from the factory as part of the community's lucrative trap making business. So every day, dozens of children would come down to this room and all by hand untangle or make chains because their fingers, being smaller, were more adept at doing this kind of work. In this historic sketch by Milford J. Newhouse, who was a young person in the community, depicts the trap room. As you can see, the children working very hard here in the Chain Room. It was even something that tourists would come and look at how well the children were making these chains. Depicted in this photo are not only many children working dutifully at their job, but also Joel C. Higgins, who was the first person to be taught trap making by Sewell Newhouse, as well as John P. Hutchins, or Hutch, who invented the malleable link, which improved the chain making process immensely. As Pierpont Noyes recalls, chain making was an art. We sat on high stools around a thick-topped hardwood table with 1 foot in a strapped treadle and a pointed implement of flat steel called a twister in the right hand. In front of each was a vise worked by the treadle. The operation consisted of seizing a malleable iron link, slipping it through the eye of a previous one, giving it a squeeze in the vise, and evening the end by several quick snaps of its steel jaws. Skill in chain making was largely a matter of skill with the twister. As the eyes of the link passed each other, a deft twist brought them tight together. The Chain Room sits in the south wing, basically in the basement of the South Tower. But one of the most interesting parts about the Chain Room is right here. This is a tunnel that actually leads to the original wooden mansion house that was built in 1848. In 1870, after the construction of the South Wing, they were worried that the old mansion house would catch fire, so they actually blocked up this tunnel, but the remains are here today for people to see. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of OCTV, and if you enjoy OCTV and want to keep it going in 2024, please consider making a donation to our annual appeal at the link below, www.oneidacommunity.org/appeal. Thank you.